this is also a very wild tale. This woman, Lori Jane Kearsey, is I believe how it's said, apparently went missing. Wait. Yeah, it's 1984. She went missing in 1984 after marrying someone her family thinks was in like a crime family, a Boston crime family, like a part of them. So she gets married to this guy. She drops off her daughter, leaving her with her ex, the father, and takes off on like a honeymoon with this guy and never comes back. Ever.
Oh, man. What? And he does?
You know, I don't know actually what happened to him. It's worth looking into more, but her family, all these years later, 39 years later, get a call from detectives in Davie, Florida, asking if any of their family, immediate family, went missing in 1984. Because they have a Jane Doe they just identified using DNA.
Wow.
And it was her.
That's incredible. And we keep seeing these cases of Jane Does or, John Does that are being identified right now because of the new DNA testings that we're using.
Yep. It's incredible. So, I mean, I thought this was crazy. Her daughter's speaking in this article, which is on Fox News, just about how it was finding out about that, what it was like growing up, and like they have like a composite type sketch, and she said she looks very similar to that sketch of her mother. But
that's probably strange.
Yeah.
A strange feeling.
Yeah, that you look similar to your missing mother's composite sketch.
Right.
I know. It's really strange. It would feel really weird looking at that.
Yeah.
And thinking about what happened to her, because they still don't really know. So she was floating face down in a canal in West Davie, Florida in February. That's where she was found, and she had been strangled. Why, if it was her husband, why would he marry her and then go like on a little vacation honeymoon thing and kill her?
Look, it has to be the husband.
Yeah.
Come on.
I agree, but why would he do that?
I have no idea.
Just marry her just to kill her?
I don't know. I have no idea. Was it a scheme? So he said he was part of a crime family. Did he open up an insurance claim to gather later?
I don't know.
Is he just that violent of a person that, they had one fight or something like that, and this is what it turned into? I don't know, but it makes me curious. It makes me want to know more. Did he claim her or file a missing person report? What are the details around this,
Yeah, I would love to know, and I think they don't know because it was such a long cold case. I mean,
yeah,
it got reopened in 2021.
40 years, basically.
Yeah, it was. It was basically 40 years of the case being cold. This woman has a whole life. She has children of her own now, her daughter. And it's just wild. But I would love for them. So they have suspects, by the way.
Oh.
They do.
Wow. That's awesome.
I believe her husband is still alive. And her daughter made a statement saying, "This man probably has children and grandchildren who adore him. Him going to jail doesn't do anything to my life, but he probably won't sleep very well for the rest of his life. Whoever did this can always be wondering. There are so many new answers in testing evidence. They'll be scared that the one thing they thought would never come up came up. That's good enough for me."
Wow, that is interesting that she's looking at it that way. So she's not even pushing for...
Well, she went 40 years of having no idea. I'm sure she came to terms with that at some point. Like, I'm never going to know what happened to my mom.
I don't know if I would be...
I wouldn't be okay with that.
Right.
I wouldn't.
I just don't feel like that would be justice, and I don't feel like somebody that can end another person's life like that so easy should be in the general public. Like, I'm not even looking at it from my own personal perspective. I would be worried about not holding them accountable because they're around other people, and if anything ever happened to another person, I would feel kind of at fault.
Me too. And I'm curious how many people he has under his belt for him to, like, marry her, go on a honeymoon, kill her, and then just be gone.
It's strange.
And it is strange. So...
It's a very uncommon situation.
It is. Broward County Crime Stoppers is asking for anybody with information, potential information. It says pertinent. Information, but they're asking you to call their Crime Stoppers number, which is 954-493-TIPS for a potential reward of $5,000, which I'm sure is if you give information that helps lead to an arrest.
Yeah.
So, we'll post pictures up here. The Crime Stoppers number on the screen, and hopefully I'd be so curious to see if this gets solved and they get an arrest. So curious to find out what happens with this.
Me too.
And I want to know who the Boston crime family is. Like, who are they talking about here? In 1984, that's still like some mafia time.
That is, yep. I'm more curious of the science they use to find the killer. That stuff interests me.
Oh.
If you guys didn't know already from the videos, I always tend to lean into like those expert, detailed topic videos because that stuff interests me. How? Like what are they going to use science-wise that's going to help them catch the killer 40 years later?
Right.
I mean, that body was bones. It had to be.
Well, I mean, she was found in 1984.
Oh.
So DNA.
What?
Yeah, she was found face down in a canal in West Davie in February 1984, and was finally linked to Smith after the long cold case was reopened in 2021. So
got it.
I'm guessing her daughter probably uploaded her DNA to a database, I'm assuming what happened, and that's how they got that connection and called her daughter.
Got it.
And said, did you have any close family members disappear in 1984? Because they've had this Jane Doe all of this time.
Got it. Yep.
So,
I was thinking of it wrong. Okay, so they already had her.
Yeah, they've had her all this time. They just didn't know who it was.
So then there could be good DNA evidence on her that they could be following up.
Another terrible detail. I don't think she was ever reported missing by the family.
Oh,
which is
sketchy.
Really strange. Like, I don't know why the people who were looking over her daughter, like, was she on drugs? Like, was she known to disappear? Like, why was she never ever reported missing
by anyone? That's shady.
That's really strange.
Weird.
Yeah. Right? So, anyway, yeah, if you guys have any pertinent information, call Crime Stoppers. Let us know what you think. I really want to see this solved.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
40 years later. Bam.
It's also really interesting hearing the daughter's perspective on it.
Yeah, it is.